Just sharing the link onto Facebook. Hi, Ramon. I am live. So, I'm live. So, welcome to the stream. I just finished putting the kids to bed, but they're still awake. They're just playing in their room, and saw how late it was. So I've rushed downstairs and turned everything on, and yeah, that's what's happened. So now the camera's on. I'm live. Oh, it's funny. Funny how it happens. It's pretty funny. If you think I prepare to do these, preparing my speech and I'm not even, my whole day has just been, I've been out at a friend's party for a 7-year-old birthday party at a park. It's really lovely, really laid back, and but then I've come home, made dinner, done my dishes. They've watched a bit of TV, gone upstairs and brushed teeth and all the rest of it. And then now it's so funny. So welcome to after all that, welcome to the stream. I do these streams every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. and every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. and that's UK time, British time. So I do these streams through YouTube. You watch on YouTube, and if you're watching live, you can ask a question, and you ask a question live through Skype. So you must friend me on Skype to ask questions, not through the chat. So my Skype is Rebekah Maroon. And you can write or call in during the stream. Alex, I won't say his last name. Alex, I accept. Hello, Alex. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, you friend me, and then you can ask questions through Skype. I feel dehydrated. So I tend to last about an hour, between an hour and a half usually, but I'm open to finishing early or doing a bit longer depending on the questions and how tired I am. So we'll see, but roughly about an hour to an hour and a half. What else? So I normally do an introduction, and then you can ask questions. Um, I have a stammer. I like to just tell people that now early on, because I can come across quite fluent, and then it's a surprise when I do stammer. So I do stammer. Just so you're aware of that. Um, what else to say? That's it, I think. Um, I haven't titled the stream anything in particular because nothing was coming up. So we'll just see what comes out, what happens, what I talk about. So love, love is what I talk about. Love, wholeness, love. And I can't describe what that love is, what this unconditional love is. It's just what is being looked for by the seeker, by the seemingly separate energy, is looking for the love. And that love that it's looking for is what this is. That love it's seeking for is what this is. It's the essence of this. It is love. The nature of this is love. But it's looking for love, this completion, in the reality of separation, in the reality of separate things and separate people. But in that separate reality, all that can be found is disappointment. All that can be found is the hope or the taste of finding it, the high of the potential of the hope of finding it, of finding that love, finding that completion, finding that wholeness, whether it be through an actual relationship with someone, whether it be through achieving that promotion or that job you've been working towards achieving, moving to your dream house, or having an experience or learning something new, whatever it is, it can promise the hope of finding that wholeness through it as a result of arriving at that point. So there's that excitement that comes with potentially potentially achieving it, of this thing being it, this form being it. But that can only end in disappointment, in the that's not it, that doesn't fulfill me anymore, that didn't promise or deliver what it promised. And then the next idea, the next thing, the next projection. I'm moving towards that with more hope of getting it. This is the thing. And this is really hard to hear. For that seeker that can only seek in time. So I was drawn to the negativity on the chat. It's very active this evening. But the love that is looked for and chased after is the essence of this. It's the essence of this, of what is happening. Not in a particular thing, a particular experience, a particular form, but in this appearance. This is all there is. It's just what happens is this dream, this layer of a dream of someone. This appearance of you being something appearing, of you being a form appearing in this, of you being a limitation, of you being something. You aren't something. You aren't something. If it's appearing, it can't be what you are. It can't be the reality. This is a free-flowing appearance. It's free-flowing. It's not happening to someone permanent, to someone static and still. It's all just a flow, a movement, not happening to anyone. The dream and the suffering is, I am someone in this, and this is happening to me. I am someone moving through time, having an experience, a separate experience, and this is happening. The world, life is happening to me. And this is the suffering. This one who feels it exists in this as something. And everything is being claimed and stuck to it. It's taking and owning everything that's happening. So this is home. This is home. And while that illusion, that seeker's playing, it will try to look for home. Look for home in form. Look for home as a thing. But this is home. And this isn't a thing. This can't be caught hold of and held on to. This can't be claimed. And that's the suffering, trying to hold on to something that can't be claimed, that can't be held on to. As if you're made up of all these different things, all these different parts that you need to continuously hold on to and pull in and keep together. So this meeting or this talk is pointing to that which isn't appearing, to that which isn't, which you could call stillness, emptiness, nothing. But it's not anything. We call it these things, but we can't call it anything. It doesn't exist. It's not a thing. But it appears as everything. It appears as everything. It appears as this, as what's happening. And this is all there is. This is what's been spoken about for aeons. Has been called all different things. And has been argued over and fought over. By the mind. That which the mind cannot touch. That which the mind can conceptualize about, can name and label, but can never touch. Beauty beyond beauty. So there's nothing available here for that seeking dream, of someone. There's just nothing available for that illusion. So you're free to ask questions on Skype. Hi, Claudia. Oh. Hi, Holland. I can't see, but I don't see Buddha or God now. Can you explain where I can find I will stammer on that word, where I can find God. This is God. Where can I find God? Because there is someone looking, because it feels like there's just this someone looking. It seems like there's someone looking, like you are looking. If there wasn't that seeming separate one looking, then this would be God. This is God. But because there's that dream appearing, as if there is someone separate, someone, that dream of there's something that isn't. I am this limited thing, this limited entity. And then you project and imagine a God, a higher being, a creator. You imagine something separate. But without that, there wouldn't be a problem. This is God. And yes, it's playing as that separate one. It's playing as that separate looker. But while that is playing, then it will feel like that. As if you are someone separate. Lost and abandoned. God's kicked me out of wholeness. So you can't find God anywhere because that's all there is. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your question. This love you talk about is probably always present. It is obscured by the seeker. Yeah. Isn't because it isn't that you find love. That love is all there is, and there's this veil of not love that seems to be covering it up. But yeah. So it isn't about you finding something. It's about this energy of separation dissolving or not being there, and then all there is that. Is it that while the seeker dissipates, that love is starting to shine through more potently. It's just not being obscured by the one looking, but by the seeker energy. Yeah. So you imagine when you're a seeker, you imagine all you see is people, separate people. So you see the speaker and you imagine, the mind projects, there's somebody, I'm someone here, and there's someone there who's attained love, who's found love, who has love. And isn't that, it's the collapsing of something, the collapsing of that energy, and all there is, it is love. Thank you, Ramon. Alex. Hi, Alex. I feel hopeless because I just recently realized that even listening to these talks won't bring the end of me any closer. I mean, there is resonance and a feeling of the person loosening when I hear this non-dual message. But I'm guessing even it doesn't matter, because my impression is that there is no cause or progression towards the end of me. Yeah, but this hopelessness, or feeling hopeless, is that seeker energy. It's heard this message of this is it, and there's nothing available for you, and it now feels hopeless. Whereas normally it feels hopeful, it will find it and reach some place of having it, but now it feels hopeless, the opposite. So that's not true. Whether it be hopeful or hopeless, that isn't true. Whichever way it's swinging, it's not true. I know logically it seems like, well, it must be true because you've said there's no hope for me. I can't get it. I can't reach it. So therefore it's hopeless. So logically it seems true. It's hopeless then. But that's still in the reality of the person, that you exist, and now you can't get there. Now you can't reach this place. So it's still relating to that sense of someone. No, and there's no progression for that sense of me. There's no progression where you will gradually move toward this. The progression isn't for the person. What's being spoken of, the freedom, the love being spoken of, is not in time. It's not in that timeline of the person. This freedom is instant. It is instant. It's not bound but by time. So that hopeful or hopelessness is bound in time and you. Who wasn't? You're welcome, Ramon. Hi, Anne. there's a growing happiness here and an ease with life, but you wouldn't call it love. Do you think that's the same thing? I wouldn't call it love. Like, so there's a growing happiness and an ease with life, and then you want to know whether it's called love, whether that ease and happiness is the same thing as love. But like, who wants to know that? Who wants to label this as the same thing or not? Why does it matter? If there's an ease and a happiness, like, who wants to label it as something and know what it is? That could only come from the mind. It's like you're ecstatic and enjoy laughing, having fun with someone, and you want to stop and go, hang on, is this really love? Is this it? Rather than just the enjoyment of that, the mind. Why would you need to stop and label it as something and know what it is? Just trying to get a feel for what you're describing. What I'm describing is not contained within the mind. So whatever the mind wants to label it and call it, it's really not relevant. If you really want to get a feel for what I'm describing, then it has to be seen that thoughts aren't true. That thoughts aren't true. What the mind is saying isn't true. And if the mind isn't true, if thoughts aren't true, then what is left? I only see love as romantic love. Yeah. I had no idea what love was either. Just what you see in the movies. Romantic love between two people. Yeah. Yeah. We're taught to believe that love is something you have between two people, as if it's a private thing you have. You give love to someone, they give it back to you. Like, it's an object or a thing you can play with. That's not love. That's not love. Yeah. You're welcome, man. I feel it in the joy when interacting with people, free flowing, no agenda. It's God. It's God. It's 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 a mystery. It's a mystery. We call it all these things. Okay, so thank you for this. I am back on Sunday at 10:30. Lots of love. See you on Sunday.